Hi, my name is Lisa Lundy. I'm a motivational speaker, a mother, and author of The Super Allergy Girl, Allergy and Celiac Cookbook. Today, I'm here to talk to you about something very important, emergency planning. Now, you might be thinking, why bother? It's just too much or too overwhelming. Or you might not think why bother, but you might not know where to start. So we're going to talk about a few important things and give you some references for more information. Number one on why bother. If you were a Girl Scout or you were a Boy Scout, the motto there is be prepared. And if that wasn't enough, or you weren't a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout, surely you witnessed great tragedy and trauma from 9/11, Katrina, and even here in Buffalo and many parts of the country, we've had ice storms that have shut down cities for days on end, floods, and all kinds of natural disasters. There's plenty of reasons why being prepared will be an investment that you'll be glad if you ever need it. We have had an emergency kit as directed by the Red Cross since before 9/11. Now, why do we do that? Well, because my son, when he was a young child, picked up a brochure at the fire station and thought it would be a fun project. Having a food allergy baby at that time, I thought, yeah, he's probably right. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, after all, do we really think the Red Cross is going to be serving up gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, tree nut-free, and peanut-free snacks and foods for people who have health issues? Probably not. It's especially important for people who have young infants or young children, the elderly, people who have food allergies or celiac disease, and or anyone who has a health issue or a health impairment to be prepared in case of an emergency. So, first of all, one of the things that the Red Cross now recommends, different from many years ago, is they now recommend more of a grab and go. I think that's their new language. It's grab and go. So that you have everything packed up in portable, easy to access, easy to pick up and go containers. And I have an example of that. This happens to be part of our emergency kit. This is actually our first aid kit, if you can believe it. I went through the Red Cross checklist and put in exactly what the Red Cross recommends. Now you have to remember, in cases of extreme emergency, you're not going to be able to go to your local drugstore because they're going to be closed. So the Red Cross tells you exactly from tape and bandages to allergy medications to tape, gauze, you name it, it's in their brochure that you can download from their website, what to have first aid wise. The other things that they recommend, whether it's the Red Cross or FEMA, is that you have a supply of food, your personal supplies, the first aid kit I already mentioned, water. You're going to need cash because the automatic cash machines aren't going to be working if there's a power outage. You're going to need your passports and personal documents, any ID kits, ID cards, and also it's advisable if you have some kind of camping supplies, blankets or pillows and things like that. So if you go to the Red Cross website or FEMA, you can download a number of documents that help you understand what you need to do to be prepared. Since we've been doing it for quite some time, I'd like to add just another thought for you. One of the things when it comes to your first aid supplies or your food supplies is that they will eventually expire. Now, the first time I realized that with our first aid kit, the things had expired in 2000, so that tells you how long ago we did our first emergency planning kit. Your first aid kit is, the supplies are typically going to be good for a couple of years. But when it comes to the food that you've packed, I recommend that you rotate the foods either twice a year or at a minimum once a year. And what that means, what we do is when we're going to go on vacation or we have to ozone our house or we have to leave the house for some reason, we'll use that as an opportunity to take foods from our emergency kit and replace them with others. That way you're guaranteeing that when you actually need the emergency kit, that your supplies are valid and in date. And by the way, just if you don't think that's really important, in October of 2006, when Buffalo was hit with the October surprise storm, one of the reasons many people ended up leaving their house was because for a lack of food. So they may have had heat or electricity or whatever, but they didn't have any food. And many of the stores were closed for an extended period. So you can go to www.redcross.org. FEMA has also information, or you can go to my website to download free information. We really do advocate that you are prepared, particularly if you've got young children, infants, an elderly, or a health condition like food allergies or celiac disease. There's no reason not to be prepared. So visit my website and let me know how I can help you live a better life. www.thesuperallergycookbook.com. Thank you.